yet to have the pleasure of meeting you, Joe, in person, but excited about seeing you here this morning. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Stephanie, thank you. It's going great. Show looks great. My goodness, it looks 1,000 times better than when I did the show. So congratulations. And I'm glad you kept Justin around because I miss him big time. So I'm going to give him a big old hug.
He's such a sweet guy. No, we are happy to still have him around and doing our weather and our joke of the day, which is always, again, a comical. But I've watched so many of your reports. And again, I know your name just from growing up here in Middle Tennessee. So what are you doing right now? What have you been up to? I know you have 2 books that have come out.
Yeah, I've written 2 books. They've been going great. I thought I would only sell 5 of them, but I mean, they just took off. Both books did. The first book I released back in September called Create the Chaos. Mm-hmm. And this book was, I've been fortunate to be writing for Main Street for the last 3.5 years, a weekly article. It's great. In fact, I get more feedback from my articles in Main Street and all the papers than I ever did working in TV. It's crazy. People still love to read the paper. People still love to see articles. And, people are like, well, that's all going away. False. People love to read. They love to read the paper. So anyway, I just took a bunch of articles that I've written and some that I had on my blog, and I wanted to get a certain theme. And this was when I started out working in TV, I was a cameraman, but I wanted to get a job on air and on TV, and I couldn't do it. So I would send out probably 60 resume tapes. For those that don't know, in TV, you send out resume tapes that people get, and they look. Back then there were DVDs, you pop them in and see. Now it's all YouTube links. But Stephanie, I was getting nowhere. Nobody was right, because everybody kept telling me, well, Joe, you need to do it this way. But a voice in my head was like, Joe, you need to do it this way. And look at this path that I have. Well, this path was broken. It was muddy. There were sticks everywhere. It was knocked down. Nobody went down that path. So I go down this path, which is clean and nice. I don't get a job. So I go down this other path. I redid my resume tape, and I created this wonderful chaos. I started writing more. I put this resume tape out more. I started volunteering more, doing more things around the community. And I got recognized. I got noticed. So I controlled my own narrative. I created my own chaos. And I sent out 10 resume tapes. I got 6 job offers because I redid something differently. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And that's what I was doing. I was doing that same thing. I was like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. So I ended up getting these job offers, and one with the company I was working at the time, which was Channel 2. And I became the kind of the morning fun guy, entertainment reporter around town. And I just took the big Joe McGill thing, went out to the community and had fun. So I tell people, if you're stagnant in a job search or you hit a wall, find a way to go around that wall. Find a way to do something. Find a way to get over that wall. I was talking to a girl yesterday who was going through a transition. She's like, I recently started taking acting classes. I'm doing a lot more writing. I'm volunteering more. I'm like, great. You're creating this great chaos that people have to recognize you and what you're doing. And so, nothing great ever gets accomplished by sitting on the couch. So get up there. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody's coming to jerk you off the couch. Nobody's coming to knock on your door. Mm-hmm. But here's the best part, Stephanie. The good Lord's already given us everything we need to succeed. It's all inside of us. So once we realize that, we can get up and start doing great things. But also, I can't be successful unless you're successful, unless Justin's successful. I mean, we need to lift up people around us to make this wonderful journey together, because if I'm on this journey by myself and I'm not helping nobody else, then what am I really doing in that? So anyway, that's what the first book is about, and I put it together, and it took off. I mean, it's doing really well. And then a few weeks ago, I wrote book number 2 called Screaming at God. And this book was my brother. I sent it to him. He's like, I'm not going to read it. I don't like the title. I never scream at God. It's been a long discussion about why we scream at God. We're not really screaming at him. Sometimes that's how we talk to him. And so that book's doing really well. So I've been very blessed, and the response has been overwhelming.
Joe, I love it. And I cannot wait to sit down and read your books, but I have to talk about your column. So you do still have a column that you do with Main Street Media.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love the fact that you have so many readers there. And I kind of want to go with being recognized as the best reporter and columnist in Music City. What did you think of that? Were you surprised?
I was shocked. I was nominated last year for it. You know, I don't have a platform. I'm not on radio. I'm not on a TV station anymore. I mean, I left Channel 4 in the summer of 2021. I spent 25 years on local TV. So I don't have a platform. But what I realized, Stephanie, is that people still want good content. They want to laugh. They want to think. They want to know what's going on. You know, I've written some columns about the disappearing of Nashville. I wrote a story called A Letter to My Hometown. Like, I don't recognize my hometown anymore. It's gone. And the response to that was just overwhelming. You know, I was in the paper and all the Main Street publications. And so it's been going great. But, you know, I got word that I didn't expect to win that. It was a great competition. But it just kind of validates that you don't need this massive, huge platform to succeed and be recognized. And I was just scrolling through and I didn't get the Tennessean even sent me an email. And I just read one day. I'm like, I wonder who won that category. And there it was, his best columnist reporter for 2022 in the Tennessean's Best Of poll. And I was just shocked. So it's very humbling, but at the same time, way to go, Joe.
I love it. Yes, way to go. And congratulations on that. And Joe, again, thank you for joining us here today. I hope that we can catch up with you more often. When does your column come out in the paper?
Every Wednesday or third, whatever the paper is around. Some days it's Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever it is. So it's one of those days. But I got to tell you, Stephanie, I mean, I've heard from so many people that read the paper, you know, that read the Hendersonville Standard or the Wilson Post, whatever. It doesn't matter. I hear from all the time that people are reading those. I get comments, and it's fantastic.
Not a thing of the past, not at all. Joe, thank you so much. We appreciate your time and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate you.
Anytime.